she was a 7-month baby.
Yeah.
She weighed less than 2 pounds when she was born.
Yeah.
All my kids have cop's blood.
Have what?
Cop's blood.
Oh, they're
Police.
Children of the police?
Yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Well, they're not birth children, they're blood.
Oh, okay.
Because all of my children have been direct blood transfusion babies.
Have been what?
My children were all transfused when they were born because
Okay.
I have Rho negative.
Oh, yeah.
And my husband had A positive.
I understand.
So, my heaviest baby was 6 pounds. My lightest baby was less than 2 pounds.
Yeah.
My son was 6 pounds, and my daughters were 4 pounds and 5 pounds. And then less than 2 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, it's a rough childbirth, huh?
Yeah, and
It's tough being a mother, ain't it?
it is. And
I mean,
I never got,
Oprah says it's the hardest job in the world being a mother, but she don't have a clue.
she don't have a clue.
Ask somebody like you what it's like to be a mother. Ask somebody like me what it's like to be a father.
Exactly.
And have your kids shit on you and you know, take all you work for all your life and just shut you out of their lives in, put you in
When
an
your
old
mother's
folks' home.
sleeping,
Yeah.
sneak down the hallway
And
go
steal
get
her
your
money
mother's
and-
wallet and steal $800 out of it
Yep.
and lock the door. And in the meantime, you steal her car and take it and park it up on a mountain and strip the tires off.
You know, if we was 50 years younger, we might whoop their asses over something like
They're
that.
not even alive.
If I was just to see one of them right now today, I'd whoop their ass.
Well, I'll tell you what. Excuse me.
And that's not a threat, that's just the way I feel.
That's how I feel.
I would
I
love
love
to
to.
get a hold of them and
I
just
love
beat
to
the shit out of them.
Slap the living down.
Goddamn ungrateful bastards. Because no matter what you've neglected in your life, no matter what you've done in your life, those are your children, and you have done the best you could for them.
Exactly. I tried to raise them properly. I took them to church. Catholic, yes. They went through their christenings, they went through their baptismals, they went through their confirmations, they went to Mass every Sunday morning.
Yep.
They went to Catholic school. Their daddy, my husband, oh my God, he earned money like hand over fist
Yeah.
because he artificially bred cattle.
Oh, yeah, I've been in on some of that artificial insemination.
Uh-huh.
Bet.
He graduated from Curtis Candy Artificial.
And now
Breeding
we're doing
School.
it to the women so they don't need the men.
Uh-huh.
And so the lesbians can all take over our jobs as parents, and so they can all become fucking bi-gender.
I
And
have
that's
a
what you're
granddaughter.
teaching my grandkids, and I am
I found
so
out.
unhappy about it.
I found out something about my one granddaughter that it really broke my heart. She's a lesbian.
Well, that don't make her no bad girl. It's
No,
what
it
she
does
does
not, but
about
it's
it,
just,
though.
you know,
If you love somebody,
But,
that's
you
your
know what?
business. But when you got to put it in your own mother's face and use it against your mother, then that shit ain't right, baby.
no, it's not.
And she needs her ass whipped. And if you'll bring her by, I'll be more than happy.
Oh, it's not my
to give her
daughter.
a
It's my
good
granddaughter that's the lesbian.
Well, okay. Oh, your granddaughter?
Yeah.
Well, that's not, I mean, you know, that don't make her no bad girl.
No, it does
because
not make her a bad girl.
in heaven, we don't have opposite sex. I mean, we're all the same.
Right.
We don't have skin color. We're all the same.
We.
But we recognize one another for who we are.
Mm-hmm.
But it does not matter in heaven. So we have no skin color. We have no sexual preferences. We have both sexual organs. You know, when I was in jail, God told me I had a penis and a vagina. I said, where? He said, well, what I'm going to do is put you up on the cross, and there's this wart right here on your stomach. And said, when you're hanging up there, you are going to tell the world that the aliens are real, and we're here, and we exist, and then I'm going to release your hand, and you're going to get your fingers on that little wart on your stomach and rip it aside, and it'll expose that you are an alien. That's what God told me. That's the part that's so hard to deal with, because I'm just a person, you know?
Yeah.
How in the hell should I believe that? And I was in jail, or how could I make that shit up? You know? There's no way. And my son tells me, Dad, you're so full of bullshit. You know? And I just want to wring his neck. But I love him, so I don't. So,
Exactly.
You know, fuck, what's the nigger to do? That's my question. What is a nigger to do? God damn.
You know, I'm at the point where I'm really starting to not watch a black channel.
Yeah. Oh, I never watched one of them.
I just can't.
Because they will not leave the white man alone.
No.
I mean, you know, no matter what we do, no matter how big athletes or rock stars or hip-hop artists or gangsters they become, they will never say, sir, I forgive you for my great-great-grandparents being goddamn slaves. Your people were brutal, and that makes you a racist and a white supremacist, and I will knock you in the head before
Why don't they go back into real history and find out that their own tribal chiefs sold them into slavery?
Absolutely.
But they don't remember that.
Well, no, that wasn't part of the American experience that can be exploited by the fucking politicians.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
I just didn't think that was right. The way the news media ripped Ted Cruz like they did.
Absolutely. That man's the most intelligent man up there right now.
Right now, yes.
I
like
telling
Ted
them how to
Cruz.
cow each cow.
I have voted for him.
Me too, and I will for president in 24 if Donald doesn't run. I don't think Donald's going to run because he's not going to put up that bullshit. He don't have to be president.
No.
He runs this country regardless of who's in the White House. Donald Trump is still in charge.
I know.
And if they try to take him out of power, then they're going to have to deal with a whole bunch of people like you and me, darling. Like you and me. Just old folks that ain't going to put up that shit no more.
No, you get sick and tired of this.
I stay sick and tired of it. I'm tired of waking up sick and tired.
Oh,
There you
my
go. See, our computer's wonderful. I told you I was going to interview you, darling.
Oh my goodness.
Look at you. You're a superstar now. I mean, I'm going to post this on my website, and you're going to be my first webcast. You're the first person who has come in my house and sat down and drank a cup of coffee with me. Caroline, and what's your last name?
Allison.
Allison. Caroline Allison, you are as dear to me right now as my poor old mother. I swear to God I love you with all my heart. Anything you need, you don't even have to say the word. I'm going to fix you up, darling. I'm going to replace everything your daughter stole from you.
No.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You give me. God, I love you.
You're such a wonderful person.
Oh, baby, I'm a monster.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you're,
I am.
You're a wonderful
No,
person.
I'm not. No, I'm not. You ask anybody.
I don't
I'm
care
not.
what anybody says. I know you for what I know, and that's the way it is. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm free and willing to say it. I don't have nothing to hide.
I know.
And I just,
Do you think I'm crazy?
no, I don't. I think you're funny as hell,
Well, yeah, I try.
but I don't think you're crazy. If I think he's crazy, I don't mean it the way
I know. Yeah.
he.
I am crazy. I will admit that.
They tell me I'm crazy.
Yeah, I've always been crazy. Well, you've had 2 brain surgeries. I've had 3 wives.
I've had 2 brain surgeries back to back.
And I've had multiple ass whoopings. I've been on the verge of death so many times.
Girl, so have
And
I.
God spared me so that I could be here with you. That's why you're special to me right now. You are. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
No, honey, you got.
You already had one. You're
Yes.
the first person in 4 years I've been able to sit down and drink a cup of coffee with, darling. You have liberated my soul, my spirit. I can leave this fucking planet now. Yes! Yes! Somebody finally heard me. God, thank you. God, thank you. I have fulfilled my fucking mission. I'm through. It's over. It's over. Oh, God, thank you. I'm sorry, Charlie.
That's okay.
But we're family.
We're family, we're friends.
We're family now.
Yes,
Of course, we always have been, but we just didn't know it.
exactly.
But you are now my family. And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to tell your roommate to get out.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
I'm
not.
going to tell him to make plans to move.
No.
I'm going to tell him to show you some respect, or I will show him my respect for
I
him.
want you to respect my
Yes,
wishes
ma'am.
and do not say one word to me.
Okay.
When the
Until
time
you
comes,
ask me.
until I have to.
You tell him when you get home to clean up after his ass, and if he says one cross word back to you, just step out the door and holler, Gary, and I will bring over, let's see, what will I bring over? I'll bring this CD player over there for you. And when I see him, I'm going to have a word with him, and that's it. That's all I'll do. I'll say, you better take care of this woman, because if you don't, this old man's going to kick your ass. And I'll just make a joke of it. But after I leave, then you tell him, he wasn't kidding, buddy. He's not teasing when he said he would kick your ass if you disrespect me. Say, try me. Smart off me again, you piece of shit. I'm serious. And then if he does one thing or gives you a crossword or argues with you, step out the door and call me, and I'm going to show you what Texas justice is.
He's Texas.
Huh?
He's from Texas.
Well, he should
He's
know
from
better.
Carroll.
By God, we Texans respect our roommate and
What time is it?
our ladies. He's worse than any abusive husband. The only hold he's got on you, darling, is that piddling rent. I'll cover your rent till you find him. You can move in with me and let him have the whole son of a bitch. Me and you'll sit here and talk day and night. You won't have to put up with that shit. You do not have to put up with it. I will.
When the time is right, I will tell you.
Okay. All
That's
you got.
our agreement.
You don't even have to tell me. You just come out of that house looking sad, and he's gonna get ass whooped. That's all there is to it. I got my mind made up. I'm gonna whoop that boy's ass. He is fucked with the wrong woman. Cause you're my friend. And if you're my friend, I will not tolerate somebody fucking with you. I'll hurt him bad. I won't kill him, but I'll goddamn sure make him wish he had been killed. Rather than take the ass whooping he's gonna take. And he ain't got the money to sue me.
My dear friend, what time is it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep time. I ain't got my glasses on. Let me look. I never look at the clock. It is 3:11.
Wow.
We've been here for what, 2 or 3 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours?
A good 2 hours.
Well, it's been a good 2 hours.
It has
It's been
been.
a wonderful 2 hours.
It has been. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
I have too.
And I hope we can do this again.
We can do it all day long, and you know, I don't want you to go nowhere. Don't go back over there right now. Let them hunt for you. Let him hunt for you.
No, I don't want
I'll walk you over there, and you can get your medicine and your cigarettes, and then come back because I need you to help me stay in a good mood. I need somebody to talk to. I'm begging you, Caroline. Okay? Will you do that for me? In fact, let me go just walk over there. You sit tight.
No, he doesn't know where my meds are.
Well, tell me and I'll get them for you and bring them.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, what? They're in your bedroom. They're in your medicine cabinet.
No, they're in my
under-
bathroom.
Okay.
And
You got them hiding in your feminine napkins or something.
no.
Well, I'm not going to steal them or nothing.
I know that, dear, but
Yeah. I'll just bring them to you, what you need. He
he'll,
won't see shit.
I'll go get,
Okay.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Hey, but if he gives you any of it at all.
He won't.
Okay.
I promise, he won't.
Well, if he won't but one more time, I'll put it that way. Next time he spills coffee on that counter and refuses to wipe it up, I'm going to wipe his ass. How's that?
Okay.
He ain't fucking with my new mama. No, sir. I will not tolerate it. Yeah, you found your friend, darling. I ain't lying.
And you found a friend.
I know that.
And I'm a true friend.
And God sent you to me. That's why I became. The Lord moves in the most mysterious ways.
Yes, he does.
And he sent you to me. He told me to be patient. He told me my mother was coming. You are my mother, Caroline. That's what he meant. He didn't mean I was fixing to die and come to heaven. He meant he was going to send my mother. And you are my mother. God sent you to me so that I can complete
And I'm
my mission.
77 years old.
I know it. I'm 72. Well,
I'll be 78 in May.
well, okay, you had me when you're 6 years old. You little rascal. I can still call you my mama because I see her in you. I see her in your
You
beautiful
know,
eyes.
I took care
I see her in your beautiful smile.
I took care of
I see her in your beautiful heart.
I took care of 65 girls.
Wow.
They were strippers.
Well, I took care of a couple of them. I've had my rounds with strippers, bud. I supported most of them.
I was a house mom for 10 years.
Well, I was the son of a bitch for 68 years.
I worked at Baby Dolls.
You did. That's where I know you from. I used to go in Baby Dolls every once in a while.
Baby
Because
Dolls
they had
Fort
the
Worth.
prettiest girls. Let's see. No, not Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Who did I work for that was in Fort Worth?
Oh,
The
that's
girls.
that's where I worked. Baby Dolls Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Then I went to work in Dallas at the corporate office at
Don Fur on that.
Duncan Birch.
Duncan Burke.
Yeah.
What was the name of his club?
He
Baby
owned
Dolls.
Cabaret Royale.
Cabaret, yeah.
He owned the Lounge. He owns Le Bears.
Yeah.
He owns.
What about the girls there on McKinney?
I don't know. Did he buy that or not?
Well, I worked for them for about 3 months one time when I split up with my wife and quit my truck driving job, and there was a bartending job advertised, and I went down there and it was this club where they served near beer and stuff like that. And they had a few old ugly girls in there, but they would let them screw in the back, you know, so it was a whorehouse more or less. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And them girls was always, you know, back in the back shooting up and all
Oh,
that
God,
shit.
no.
Well, I was working the front door.
Right.
Me and the guy that run it for the owner was out there in Cedarville Prison, federal penitentiary for some shit. And him and his wife owned that club. And his wife would come over there and strip for us.
I know.
I partied with them.
I know who you're talking
You
about.
know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The guy I worked for was Gus. That guy.
yeah,
I can't remember his last name, but it was Gus.
Justin.
Justin?
Just.
Well, he's the one that hired me. And then I run off with one of their strippers named Delilah. She's a crazy junkie and all that stuff, but you know, she had some good loving. So I fooled around with her a couple of times. Well, she fell in love with me. And then when I told her I didn't want nothing else to do with her, it made Gus and them mad. And so
You were gone.
I was gone.
Yeah.
Because, let's see, I was out and I found something of hers in my car, and I called the club to tell her I had found it because she was hunting it, you know, and I said, well, I need to speak to Delilah. And they said, who is this? I said, it's Gary. You're not calling over here and talking to our girls, you long dick bastards. You stay out of here. Well, I mean, you know, that's just kind of respect they were showing. Ain't nothing wrong on me, but my tooth. And I don't even have them anymore. But anyway, they told me stay away, and the guy that owned it had got out of federal prison, and he fired me because he called the club, and Gus had told me when the phone rings, don't answer it till it rings 4 or 5 times. Well, because it would be him calling from prison, and if I answered that phone too quick, he'd lose his dime.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them strippers would have to smuggle him in a roll of dimes. They did that every once in a while. They smuggled him drugs in, and, you know, they smuggled him in everything. That's how they get all that crap into the prison.
For sure.
But anyway, he'd lose his dime. So one night we was busy, and a couple of them strippers was up there at my desk, you know, and by the front door, and they was having a problem with a customer and stuff. And I was trying to stay out of it because I've been told not to, you know, get involved. They'd handle that kind of stuff because they carried guns and shit, and I didn't. I was just a truck driver that went to work there, supposed to have been a bartender and a doorman, you know. But I was riding all over town in my brother's car that he gave me. So I get to working back, and they had me hauling strippers all over Dallas to go do tricks, you know, in that car. And I couldn't tell that to my brother, you know, because he gave me that car. So just so I'd have a way to work, a way to get around.
Right, he
Good
would
car
not
too.
have
That's my
appreciated-
brother though. That
Yeah.
was my brother, Johnny Lee Hedden. He was a good-hearted son of a bitch, just like me. Hell yeah, he got the same mom and daddy, and he's my brother, and he's up there in heaven. He was at the welcome table. He was there. Same as my other brothers. Waylon, David, Herschel, Richard, Kenny, Eric, Joan. My ex-wives are my brothers. They don't know it, but they are. I keep trying to tell them. I've been telling them for 4 years. Nobody will listen. So, you know what? Let's roll them off.
That's right.
I'll tell you about it. And see, with you, I won't have to pick a fight to do it. Because you'll just say, oh, come on, silly, when I get too far out of line. You know, me and you're my rock, you're my mother. Please help me, Carolyn.
I'll try.
If you do, I'll take you home with me when I go. I promise. You will never be in the nursing home. You will never want for another thing as long as I am able to earn a dime. I'll give you a nickel. I swear it. You will never hurt or want for another thing as long as you live, darling. I'll see to that. Because you're my mother. You're my mother. I see her in you. Look at your eyes. Look at that heart. I saw the tears rolling down your cheeks, and it moved me to tears when you were talking about the way your kids done you. And we are kindred spirits because my children did me the same way. All you got to do to be happy for the rest of your life, darling, is just say, okay. That's all God asks. There you go. And you don't have to pray. You don't have to be sweet. You can be just whatever you want supposed to be. And it won't
I'm
make
just
one
me.
bit of difference. All you had to do was say, okay.
I'm
And
just
you're
me.
saved.
I
You're
mean,
saved
you
right
know,
now. You don't have to read the Bible. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to hate your fellow man. You don't have to commit a sin. But you can do anything you want to do. If you want to ride a jet ski across the fucking ocean, jump on it and go. Because if you die, it's because of God's will. Otherwise, you'll fly across that ocean. I swear, I skydive.
you know,
I love it. I'm going back and do it again. That's why
I
I'm getting in shape.
all my siblings, my sisters and my brother, they all died in their 40s.
Oh my.
I'm going to be 78, and I am the only one. My father was married before my mother. He had 4 children. His first wife died of cancer. My mother was married. Her husband was killed. He drove truck.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had 2 daughters. So I was the only child born between my mother and my father.
Right.
Anyway, they hated me. They did.
Yeah.
They literally hated me because my daddy was 20 years older than my mother. My daddy was 62 when he was killed. My mother was 42. Anyway, I had things growing up as a child that they never had.
Right. Well, of course.
I mean, because
They
when
gave
I was
you everything
born,
they could.
when I was born, they were already married and had children of their own.
Right.
So they didn't appreciate having a little baby sister.
Yeah.
Daddy was daddy's girl.
Yeah.
What she wanted, daddy made damn sure she got. And that's the truth.
Believe me, I know.
My one sister, Joni, she was actually my half sister because we don't have the same father. My mother was married before and had them too. Then my dad got married to them. Anyway, when I was only, my mother, how it came about, my mother telling me was my sister passed away with leukemia. And I did her night duty because I was a nurse. And I was there when she passed away. I know that my nephew would come and he'd have a do not disturb sign. He'd hang it on the door. I'd leave the room and go up to the nurse's station while he was in there with his mom. Because he would bring her a joint.
Right, right.
And he could open the bed, her hospital room window, get it about that far, and and that way she didn't get deathly ill when she went for chemo.
Right, right. And it should be legal in Texas right now. It might as well be. Everybody smokes it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's politics, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's politics. It'd be legal tomorrow if I was running things.
Hell yeah.
In fact,
if Willie was president,
hey, you goddamn right. All I gotta do is get Donald Trump to talk to me and I'll make it legal. We'll stop the war on drugs.
that there is some.
I mean, we'll deal with the ones who are addicted to it, and
Yeah.
but we'll put it back in the proper place and make it medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine, medical marijuana, and opioids in moderation are God's gift to us, not the scourge that heroin has become,
No.
and meth, and cocaine. Well, cocaine is another gift of God.
Well, cocaine
But-
they used to put in Coca-Cola.
Hell yes, and everybody worked hard, and everybody
They
loved
loved
Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola is having seminars where you can't be too fucking white and work for them. White people are having to go to classes and take seminars on how not to be so goddamn white. Now, I will never drink another Coca-Cola product as long as I live. And if you want to call me a racist or a bigot because of that, so be it. I am that.
That's
I
your
am
opinion.
what I am.
That's your right.
That's right.
You're entitled to that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother.
Yeah.
That's what I've missed. I haven't had my mother all this time, but now I do. Thank you, God. Thank you. I'm gonna call all my friends and children and everybody and tell them my mother's back. And if they want to lock me up for it, tell them, come around and I'll kill every fucking one.
No, you won't.
I will too. When I get out, I will slaughter them like lambs. And when my father gets here, that's what's going to happen to them anyway if they don't get their shit together. And your daughter too, I'm going to tell her the same goddamn thing because she's doing the same thing to you that mine has done to me. And I'm not going to stand for it. I'll kill every goddamn one of them, dear. Because I have the power. I do, Mother.
I believe you do.
You know who my father is. He's Hank Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And their cheating hearts are gonna pay.
You know Hank Williams Jr.'s daughter just got killed.
Oh no!
Catherine.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, she was driving
poor
there.
Hank, poor Hank. I
What's
gotta
his-
call that boy. He's my brother.
I forget. She was it a pickup truck
Well,
or what? But she was pulling a boat,
yeah,
and I guess she was going a little bit too fast.
yeah.
And swerved, and
Well,
she was married, and her last name was Dunning, Dunning.
uh-huh.
But you know that Hank Jr.
Yeah,
was her father.
yeah.
And Hank.
Names don't matter.
No, I don't.
He's all our fathers.
Right. But anyway, she had 2 or 3 children. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. So I'll say either 2 or 3. That way I'm not lying or exaggerating. Anyway, I looked. I mean, I went through 100 comments on Facebook about it.
Yeah.
And I stopped at 100.
Yeah, because
Because
people was
I-
giving you advice and telling you need to get help and
No,
and
no.
how to deal with your
I
grief.
was looking at their comments.
Yeah.
You know, to Hank.
Oh, yeah.
To Hank. And her husband. The girl's husband. Hank's daughter's husband. He was injured. He was in the hospital.
Well, Hank wasn't with him, was he?
No,
Oh,
no,
good. Thank
no.
God.
No. And
I love Hank Jr. He's
oh,
my
I do
brother.
too.
He is my brother.
They tried to kill him, you know.
Yeah, in 1973. Jim Beam and women. And he fell off that fucking mountain, and God didn't let him die because he's Hank's son. He rebuilt his face
He
and
was
gave him a
pushed.
career that has spanned the universe because he is a son of God. God is Hank Williams. Hank Williams Jr. is my brother. Because I am a son of Hank Williams Jr., just like Waylon and Willie and Kimmy and David and all of us. All of us. We're all children of Hank Williams. Because Hank Williams is the real God of the universe. He's a God of peace and love one another and go dancing. Let's go to Lukenbach and have a fucking picnic. We're going to Lukenbach. You want to take a road trip, darling? You want to go to Lukenbach with me? We'll go down there and we'll rent a house or something, or we'll get a couple of motel rooms where you can go to bed and, you know, rest and stuff, and I'll get me a room right next to you so we can talk and have coffee and you know, so you won't be out of my sight, because if you're out of my sight, I'm dangerous. As long as you're with me, I can maintain, Mama.
Okay.
You are my mother. Mother, I love you with all my heart. I missed you so bad.
okay. It's okay.
Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Father, for sending my mother. Oh, I was ready to kill everybody. They don't know how close they've come. Oh, God, please. Thank you, Father. Now, I can disappear. You and me, we're going to disappear. I'm gonna go to Lukenbach ahead of you. I want you to stay in my place here in my apartment and take care of the cat that comes to see me. He's my friend too.
Bubba.
God sent Bubba to me. Yes, he did. Bubba is the only thing that kept me from going out and slaughtering everybody in the neighborhood when they threatened to throw me out of here because I was singing and praying. And this is a fucking government-run apartment, you know, and they give me a hard time. I was ready to go down to that office and take one of my knives or something, go in there and cut every fucking one of his head off. Because I'm a terrorist and I'm a racist and I'm crazy and I've been locked up 9 fucking times in 7 months. You think I'm not capable of cutting somebody's head off?
I wouldn't
I
doubt.
would cut off the head of every politician in Washington if I got half the chance.
I don't.
And I may get the chance if Donald Trump will just call me and give me the go-ahead. I'll slaughter the whole fucking city. Because I'll have my father do it. I'll send a fucking hurricane. The saucer will come and shoot the beam down that blows up Washington, and then they'll know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, baby. They've been trying to figure it out for thousands of years, and now I can tell them exactly what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! The saucer came and went zap! And it was no more. And that's what's gonna happen to this fucking planet pretty goddamn soon. And excuse my language, Mother. But if I want to say fuck, I know you know I'm not trying to offend
I know
you.
that.
It's because I get so angry I can't control my language. I do real good at it. I do real good at it because I know that society frowns on it, but Dad don't give a shit. Dad cusses. Dad drinks. Dad is a cool guy, man. God is the coolest motherfucker in the universe. He's Hank Williams. He wrote Your Cheating Heart. He wrote My Son Calls Another Man Daddy. He wrote songs that speak to our hearts, and that's what made him so rich and famous, and that's why he's still the most wanted outlaw in the land.
And George Strait's right behind him.
Yes, sir, George Strait is also my brother. Willie Nelson is my oldest brother.
I told George Strait, he came in my office and he was standing there, you know, and he tipped that cowboy hat, you know, and he was talking to me, and I'm sitting there at my desk and I'm looking up at him. My boss is in his office, but someone was in there, so George had to wait. And I still don't believe to this day that I actually said it,
Yeah.
but I did.
Yeah.
Because he was strutting around the office in them dead tight starched Wranglers. And I looked at him and I said, you know, Mr. Strait, you've
I'm
got
so
a
happy.
butt that just don't quit.
That's right.
My boss heard me because he was opening the door for the guy that was in his office,
Yeah.
you know, to leave, and for Mr. Strait to go in. Duncan came over and he looked at me. He said, "Mama, I don't believe I just heard you say that." I said, "I did." And George Strait took that cowboy hat and he just gave me a big smile. Never said a word. But I meant what I said. Mr. Strait, you have a butt that just don't quit.
And you're his mother. Bless your heart.
And
Because
I
you
mean
are.
that, he does.
Yeah.
Him and his wife have been married 40 years.
You know why? George Strait's a cowboy. George Strait's a Texan. George Strait's a hard-working white man. George Strait's a tax-paying citizen. George Strait is a proud American. A king of country music, just like Willie and Waylon and the rest of my brothers. And I will be someday, because God's healing my voice. I know the words to every country song ever written. They're all right up here. I sing them all the time. I can't shake
I
them.
love them. I lived on country music.
Me too. That's guided my whole
when I was
life.
a kid.
All of us.
I was in the rock and roll era.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Yes.
My mother.
Love Elvis.
Oh my God, my mother and my
He's
father.
my brother.
They got so pissed off at my sisters and my brother.
Yeah.
Got so pissed off at my parents because they paid $65. Now this is back in 1959, early 59. Because Elvis was having a concert in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We lived 2.5 hours away from there. Okay. They chartered a school bus, and it was $65 per person that rode that bus to Philadelphia. The bus stayed there and bring everyone back home. And the ticket, the concert ticket, was included. Okay. So I go to the Elvis Presley concert. I came home, I couldn't talk for 3 weeks. Because I wound up with...
Laryngitis?
No, strep throat.
Strep throat, okay. At least it wasn't COVID.
No.
Because that would have been the biggest super spreader of all time if the Lord had stopped to do it then. You know COVID's not going away, don't you? It's going to mutate and it's going to destroy a lot of people.
It has.
It's Armageddon, if you want to know the truth. They can do all they want to do, but COVID is God's will, and it's not going away until people wake up and smell the fucking coffee and come and sit down and drink coffee with us, Mother. That's what will save this fucking planet, and they just don't know it because they're too blind to hear it, and if they heard it, they wouldn't believe it, just like they will not believe you are my reincarnated mother, sent by my father, Hank Williams, to guide me through the rest of my time on this planet. And you're a queen right now. You are a queen. Let's go get your medicine and cigarettes and anything else you need and bring it over here. I want you to stay with me until you grow tired of me. Will you please, Mother?
I'll stay with you
I have
for a
missed
little
you
bit.
so much.
I promised the girl over here.
Because if you go back over there and stay with him, I'll come over and kill him. Nobody gonna treat my mother like that. I'll kick his fucking ass.
It's okay, darling.
I'll just dial 911 and tell him you're being abused by a wino that you have to live with because of your piddling ass Social Security check that the government allows you to have. Yeah. No, I'll come over and pull his fucking head off. It won't take me that much. All I gotta do is reach in and get
our
it.
agreement?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I won't say a word until you tell me. Okay? But listen, Mother, let's go get your medicine and whatever.
Okay, because I promised Carolyn that I would go to Brahms with her.
You got a telephone over where?
Who? Carolyn?
No, you.
Yeah. But it's
Do you
over
need
the
your
house.
medicine right now?
No.
Call over and tell that son of a bitch to bring you your cigarettes and tell him where you are. Here, use my phone.
No. He'll get... I'll go get him.
Well, I want him to get mad, and that way when he comes to my door and pops off to you, I'll break his fucking neck for him.
I don't want any trouble right now.
There ain't gonna be no trouble. No trouble at all, my love. That's your house. That wino son of a bitch won't respect you. I'll teach him a lesson right quick, and I told you, your suffering's over.
I know, and I appreciate it, but we have an agreement.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to go over and I'm going to get you to the Loudon.
No, you don't have to do that. I don't need them now.
Well, I'm going to get them.
I'm not. Okay, well, that's your medicine. You bring your medicine over here so he don't get it.
Oh, he can't get it.
I'll guard it for you.
He can't get it.
Okay.
He don't know where it is.
Okay. Well, he could find it though.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he could.
Uh-uh.
Think about it, darling. He'd go through everything you own. They went through everything in my house.
Oh,
Stole
I
my
know.
mother's jewelry, stole the meat out of my deep freeze. Don't put anything past one of them so-called reform people.
Yeah. So I'll go get my cigarettes and I'll get this laden and I'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm gonna walk you over.
No.
I won't do nothing. I'm just gonna make sure you get home all right, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me put my shoes on.
Okay.
Well, it'll take you that long to get to the damn door. I'll tell you what, I'll catch up with you. How's that? I'll let you go and
Okay.
I'll keep my eye on you from here. That way I won't be tempted to jack slap that son of a bitch.
No, you're not.
Wait a minute, it's locked here.
Oh,
I have to protect this here.
okay.
Okay, Mom. I'm gonna watch you from here. If
Okay.
you need me, all you gotta do is let out a little shout
Okay.
and I'll be there.
All right.
It's the least I can do.
Okay.
Dad sent you to me and I guarantee you, I'm gonna take care of it.
Okay.
Anybody don't like it, kiss my big black ass.
Good.
Especially him.
Okay.
Okay.
Mama said behave.
He ain't abusing my mama. This world ain't big enough for him and me if he does. I'm telling you that right now. By God, I mean that. With all my heart. I mean that. Oh, yanking, knocking that boy's neck so quick. Just like I'm gonna do.